For 40 years, William had been a mailman. He had delivered birthday cards, college acceptance letters, wedding invitations, and final goodbyes written in careful handwriting. He had watched children grow up, families move away, and houses slowly forget the people who once lived inside them. Through it all, William never rushed. He believed words mattered, and words deserved to arrive gently. This evening was different. When William returned to the small apartment he shared with Memories, he crossed one more date off the calendar. The red circle around it said everything. Last day. Tomorrow there would be no route to walk, no bag to carry, no doors to knock on. Retirement was supposed to feel like relief, but instead it felt like standing at the edge of something unfamiliar. As he emptied his mailbag, something caught his eye. One letter remained. It was older than most things William carried now. The envelope was yellowed, the corners soft and worn, as if it had been handled many times before but never opened. The ink had faded, but the name was still clear. To Anna, 1974. William frowned. He remembered this letter. Everyone at the post office did. It had been passed from hand to hand, route to route, every time someone tried and failed to deliver it. The address no longer existed. The house had been torn down decades ago. Eventually, the letter had been set aside, forgotten, waiting in the quiet back corners of the system. Waiting, just like the words inside it. William sat down and turned the envelope over slowly. He could have left it. No one would have noticed. Tomorrow, it wouldn't be his responsibility anymore. But something about it felt unfinished, like a sentence without a period. And on his final day, William decided he didn't want to leave anything unfinished. The next morning, instead of going home after his route, William kept walking. He visited old records offices, spoke to clerks who barely looked up, and followed leads that led nowhere. Hours passed. His legs ached. But finally, a name surfaced in a quiet database. Anna White. The address wasn't a house. It was a nursing home. The building smelled faintly of soap and thyme. William walked down the hallway slowly, suddenly unsure. He had delivered thousands of letters, but this one felt heavier than all the others combined. Anna White sat by a window, watching the light move across the floor. Her hair was silver now, her hands thin and delicate. When William spoke, his voice was softer than usual. "Ma'am, I believe I have something for you." She turned, puzzled. When she saw the envelope, her breath caught. "A letter?" she asked. "For me?" Her hands trembled as she opened it. The paper inside was fragile, like it might fall apart if handled too roughly. She began to read. "My dearest Anna, if I don't return from the war, I need you to know this. You were the light of my life. I loved you more than I ever knew was possible." Tears slipped down her cheeks before she could stop them. "Michael," she whispered. "My fiancé." She told William about him, about the summer they met, about the promise ring, about the last time she saw him standing in uniform, trying to smile so she wouldn't be afraid. He never came home. No body, no goodbye, just silence. William stood quietly, feeling something shift inside his chest. "People think love ends when people leave," Anna said, "or when they die. But love doesn't disappear. It waits. It sits patiently in old letters and quiet memories, hoping someone will remember." When William finally turned to leave, Anna stopped him. "Sir." "What is your name?" "William," he said. She smiled gently. "May you never lose the letters of your own life." Outside, William wiped his eyes, because he already had. That evening, as the sky darkened, William walked through a cemetery he knew by heart. He stopped at one grave and knelt down, placing an envelope on the stone. "One final delivery," he whispered. It was addressed to his wife. The last letter to the one he loved the most.